this was a salt water softening tank that I got somewhere for free, and finally dug it out. It's been buried. It really didn't have any plans for it because I didn't know what to do with it, but there's no holes in the bottom whatsoever. They're all up here, and I'm gonna plug this hole and use this to catch rainwater. This is one of the projects I need to work on. I'm gonna put some kind of float. Anyway, take all this stuff apart because there's pipe fittings, so all of it could be reused. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's some kind of check valve, or maybe not a check valve, but I don't even know if it works. But a valve that turns the water on when the water gets low. So it could be either or. It's froze up right now, so I'll save that. I might be able to use that to fill tanks or something. Clean it up and look at it. Install this over here with my pipe. I might actually have ideal for these. I might be able to put these in my worm bin. That's the next one of the other projects that I'll be working on, is a worm bin. I got 2 bathtubs I know I can use, and one of them was a I don't know if that's plastic. It kind of looks like brass, but I'm thinking it's plastic fittings. But them always, all the plastic fittings, pipe size always comes in handy. All right, so this is a this one's a little different. That one's kind of afloat. No, this is the same way. Just that one actually works. So I guess the water coming in, when it gets so full, just shuts this one off. So yeah, it might be handy. And it looks like they're adjustable. Put this on any size of pipe I want to. So that'll be real handy. I wish I had some more of this, but I may be able to make it work. Alright, so my plan is to make a rainwater catch out of this. And I'm not gonna elevate it too much, but I'm going to use it to water chickens, maybe some plants in the back, and my goat tank. That way, for my watering for my goats, that way all I got to do is fill this up and it'll self-water. I'm going to use a cup on the chickens, and I think I might actually use one of them floats and put in the tank for my goat, for she'll always have good water. I already have some bulkheads, and I need to check and make sure that I have the right fitting, but I'm going to build a small building around this and insulate it, and that way I might be able to get away with just wrapping a heat tape around the bottom of this to keep it from freezing in the winter, which would be really nice. I know that I'm going to put a spigot on it, but it's going to be attached to one of the further in the building spigots, for like a house spigot that shuts off on the inside and then all the water drains out, so it's kind of warm on the inside and keeps it from freezing and busting. I'm going to try that and see how that works. If it breaks a little bit of cheap pipe, then, you know, so be it. I'll lose this much water, but this is water that I'll be able to use during the summer, and hopefully I'll be able to use it during the winter. And it just more adds to the rainwater we already catch in the pond, which I kind of made a mistake the other day and turned the pump on in the pond and forgot it for a day, and I lost about a foot of water level, and we ain't had rain in 2 weeks, which is not good. I might even set this up on a rainwater grow system. I finally got everything together that I could find for use that I could find to make one, and then I had to buy some things. So like I said, I'm going to turn this into, build a building for this. I got to get some measurements, figure out if I want to use a cedar log or a 6x6 I get some measurements on this and start building a floor. And I'm going to do some new stuff to see exactly how well it lasts. We're going to build a homestead, and although we may not stay on this property, I mean, it's only 3 acres, and it was a charcoal kiln, and then after they quit using it as a charcoal kiln, it was a junkyard. There's still old cars. It's not on my property, but right across the property line. We've dug metal, hauled trash for years. Every time we dig, we find more trash. So we're doing the best we can with what we got, and it grows every year. It gets bigger, it gets better, but our end goal is to have a bigger place, just something nicer. So this is one of the projects that I'm going to start working on, and we'll see what else I can get started today. So nice shady spot, slight breeze, so it ain't too bad, and I'm going to get this rolling. See you in a little bit. So I'm going to go 5 foot square to set this in. That'll give me a little extra. And since it's 4 foot, yeah, I could probably get away with a 6 foot building. I don't want to get it too awful high, but I want to be able to have room to get in and put pipes in. Be able to lift the lid up, check once I get it in place and filled with water. So yeah, I think it'll be 5 foot square by 6 foot high. And I gotta pull out a table saw and do some cleaning and shaving, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna pull out the table saw because I used a chainsaw mill to it was kind of a chainsaw mill, homemade, to cut a big cedar post into a square, and it's out square, so I'm going to true it up. I don't have to have a specific size runner. Anything over a 4x4 will do it, and I'll be alright. I just got to true up the lumber, and then I'm going to burn it and rub it in, linseed oil, get it ready. There's just a few of the things that I'm going to try to work on today. So that's going to be my runner that my runners that my floor set on. Like I said, they're out of square, but my chop saw I bought, them are 4 1/4 inches both ways, and it won't cut through that. So I had to hand saw the rest of it, and I had to lift my shroud to even cut these. There wasn't no way of getting it past and making it cut. So it is what it is. It'll probably cut 3 1/2 fine. It just won't cut anything bigger than that. I'm gonna figure out which way I want to square them up and run them through the table saw.